Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about a little phenomenon that many of us Boston Terrier owners know all too well. Why do Boston Terriers shake? If you've ever owned one, you've probably seen them quivering like they just heard the latest gossip about the neighbor's cat. But what's behind this curious behavior? Is it excitement, anxiety, or are they just trying to keep warm in their little tuxedo coats? First off, let's address the obvious. Cold weather. Boston Terriers have short coats and not much insulation to keep them warm, so when the temperature drops, these little guys can start shaking like maracas at a salsa party. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I'm not built for this Arctic nonsense." If your Boston is shaking and it's chilly outside, toss them a sweater or move them to a cozier spot. Because nothing says, "I love you," like a well-dressed dog. Now, let's move on to excitement. You know how some people get so excited they can't sit still? Well, Boston Terriers take that to a whole new level. When they see you after a long day or catch a sight of their favorite toy, they might start shaking with joy. It's like they're saying, "Oh my gosh, you're home! Let's celebrate!" This kind of shaking is perfectly normal and just part of their exuberant personality. But seriously, if you could bottle that energy, you'd have the world's best pre-workout drink. But here's where things get a little more serious. Anxiety. Just like us humans, dogs can experience stress and fear. Loud noises, like thunderstorms or fireworks, can send them into a shaking frenzy. They might feel threatened by something in their environment and react by trembling. If your Boston starts shaking in these situations, it's not just being dramatic, it's genuinely scared. So maybe try some calming techniques or even consult your vet about possible solutions. Because nobody wants a furry friend who thinks every thunderclap is the end of the world. Let's not forget about our older Bostons. As they age, they might shake due to muscle weakness or joint pain. Just like us humans start creaking and groaning as we get older, so do our pets. If your older Boston is shaking more than usual, it might be time for a vet visit to rule out any underlying issues. They deserve comfort in their golden years, just like we do. Speaking of discomfort, let's talk about pain. If your Boston is shaking and seems off in any way, maybe they're limping or not eating, this could be a sign that something isn't right. Dogs often shake when they're in pain as a way to cope with discomfort. So don't just brush it off as normal behavior. Pay attention and consult your vet if you suspect something is wrong. Now here comes the heavy stuff. There are actual medical conditions that can cause shaking in dogs. From low blood sugar to more serious issues like seizures or neurological disorders, if your dog suddenly starts shaking out of the blue and it doesn't seem linked to any obvious cause, it's time for an examination. Your vet can help determine if there's an underlying health issue that needs addressing. So there you have it. Boston Terriers shake for various reasons. Cold weather, excitement, anxiety, aging, pain, or even medical conditions. As owners, it's our job to decipher these signals and respond appropriately. Next time your little buddy starts shaking like a leaf in a windstorm, take a moment to assess the situation. Are they cold? Are they excited? Or are they trying to tell you something more serious? Remember, communication is key, even if it comes in the form of shivers. In conclusion, whether they're trembling from joy or fear, or just trying to warm up those little bones, understanding why our Bostons shake helps us be better pet parents. So let's embrace those quirks, because at the end of the day, every shake tells a story, and we wouldn't trade our furry storytellers for anything. Thank you.